All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Wednesday here on Lady Bird Live on Facebook. I'm waiting on my guest to pop back in my studio because she popped herself out. Oh, there she go. I'm gonna get her on here in a minute. I see you, girl. I see you. All right. So first things first, we are back here on another Wednesday with Lady Bird Live on Facebook. Make sure you guys are sharing this live. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, hello, and thank you for tuning in. Today, my guest is going to be Sha-Asia. And the title of this week's interview is Her Husband Gave Her HIV. It is that simple. That is the title. That is what happened. I'm going to allow her to come on here in just a quick second, and we're going to hear her share her story of what happened, how this whole thing transpired. And but first, again, make sure you guys are sharing this. If you have questions as we are going through this interview, please make sure that you put them in the comments. I can see them in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. If you're on Twitter, do a retweet or a quote tweet, and I should be able to see it there. Hello, Angel. My friend Angel is watching. Hey, girl. Hey. All right. So, now I always have to think when I say Sha-Asia's name because I'm always ready to say it totally wrong, but this is how I remember, and I just had to throw this in there. This is not a part of the interview, but I remember because one of my favorite R&B groups is the group Shy. So when she told me Sha-Asia, I was like, oh, okay, let me just think of, if I ever fall in love, Shy. Okay, boom, got it. So I'm gonna bring Sha-Asia on. Hey, girl.
Hey.
All right, so um, you are amazing, and I want to tell you you're amazing because if you guys don't know this, this is going to be Sha-Asia's first time actually publicly out here on a platform other than maybe a time that she did it on her personal page, which is family and friends. This is her first time coming on here and telling this magnitude of people her story. So I want you to welcome her with open arms. I want you guys to hear what she is saying, and I want you guys to take something away from this interview when she brings this story to you. And I'm just proud of you because we have known each other for a while.
Yes.
And when you came and said, I think I'm ready to go ahead and just, free myself basically. Cuz
Yes.
I think what a lot of people don't realize is when you don't have other people that know your status, it's like you're dealing with it alone. And remember I told you, once you open up,
Mm-hmm.
your support system is going to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's growing, right? So
Yes.
I want you to
Yes.
go ahead and you can give them an introduction to yourself. I know you're a mom and you do a lot of different things, and then just really give them your story and tell them, how HIV diagnosis for you came about.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Sha-Asia. I'm from Virginia. I am a 11 and a half, almost 12-year HIV survivor. I was diagnosed back in 2011 of November, and I became HIV positive because my husband at the time, and I'm just want to make this clear, because I've been married 3 times. My first husband, yes. So I didn't know that he was sleeping with men behind my back. So one day I was going with him to the courthouse for something, and God, he had to put this guy in our path. We was going to the courthouse because he had to go to court for something, and then the guy that he was dating, after we had just got married, we had like probably a month before, haven't even been married a month probably. um the guy came up and he looked at my fingers because he seen me and him together, and then he asked him, well, when was you gonna tell me about her? Yeah, so I asked him a whole bunch of questions. Why? Well, like, because I was ignorant too, like thinking that HIV was only for people that's gay, which is absolutely not true. So, I'm asking him, I'm asking him, I'm like, well, so do I need to go get tested or whatever? He's telling me that he's clean and he's good. That this is what he was telling me, he's clean and he's good. So I swept it up underneath the rug for about, but then like a month later after that, I got real sick to the point where I couldn't even get off the couch and take care of my 2-year-old daughter. She was 2 at the time. Shout out to Teddy Robert Johnson. He up here. That's cool because he helped me. He was there. Like he seen me go through all that. Like so that's what made me go to the doctor because at first I just swept it underneath the rug because I'm taking his word. And then probably at the same time, me being in denial for him not wanting to believe that because of course he was telling me something different, you know. Um so about a month later, after the guy ran into us or whatever, I got real sick, couldn't get off the couch. My clothes was drenching wet. The ambulance had to be called 2 times. The first time I told them I wasn't going. The second time they took me. Got out the hospital, made an appointment to go see, the gynecologist, the women's doctor. They tested me, it was right before Thanksgiving. Um, in 2011, November 2011, right before Thanksgiving. So, but they called me on that maybe like Tuesday because you know how the doctor's office closed before the holiday, and they was telling me that I had to come in. So, and I'm asking them to just like in like this is I'm asking them, I'm like, well, can y'all please just tell me what's going on now over the phone? Like I gave y'all my birthday, I verified myself and everything. They told me no. So I had to go in that Monday right after Thanksgiving. And I had my 2-year-old, she was with me at the time. That's the only reason why I didn't break down. Because after they read me, they said you are HIV positive. Everything just went blank. So basically that's how
Wow. Oh, did we freeze up? All right, y'all. We might have froze up for a minute. But yeah, you guys, you heard that. So she did not know at the time. And Sha-Asia, if you can hear me, go out and come back in. It may just be a glitch. So go out and come back in and let's see if that works. But yeah, so her husband at the time, um, he was messing with men. He was basically messing with men, and she didn't know it. And so as they're coming out of the courthouse, this guy just sees them together, notices, wait a minute, she got a ring on her finger. Why she got a ring on her finger? And why she walking with him? Because at this point, whoever this guy was is under the impression that the man that she's walking with is gay, and so, you know, ask the questions, putting two and two together, find out, okay, this is his wife. And, and honestly, this is something that happens all the time. I try to tell you guys all the time that this is nothing new. This is nothing new. That's why I'm so proud of Shy for even coming on here and sharing it, because a lot of times you guys think that um this is something that's just rare. Oh, it's not happening. Oh, it can't happen to me. It can definitely happen to you. It can happen to you. All right, you back.
I'm sorry, my phone got hot. It said it got hot. Like
Oh
iPhone.
yeah. Oh, them
I got
iPhones, they
out
do
the
that to
car.
me too. Them iPhones do that to me
Right.
too. But yeah, so I was just kind of explaining to them, like, how I'm proud of you for even sharing, because a lot of people don't realize what you went through, what I went through, and what others have went through. It happens all the time. So go
It
ahead. You
does,
can
and it
finish.
causes a
Yeah.
it causes a depression. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and it does. Like holding it, because at the time when I found out, like I said, everything went blank, and I didn't cry at all. After that, I didn't. I didn't cry for years because I was so angry on the inside. But yeah, it caused me to go into a deep depression, real deep depression. It caused me, like, every time I go out to the store, everything is. I feel like even though nobody knows, I still would feel like they know.
Right.
For
Like,
years, I
ooh, they
couldn't go
watch
in a
me. They
grocery.
know me. Yeah.
Yes, and this is real true. Like for years, I couldn't go inside a grocery store. I would try, but I couldn't. I couldn't go in by myself with just my children. Thinking that somebody was gonna look at me and know. I would, of course, and I'm from here, from Virginia. So just thinking that people would know. So, I started self medicating, using drugs, and I've been clean for 14 months now. So,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, because I have to live in my truth, and that doesn't do nothing but push you. It pushes you away from your own truth.
Right. Yeah. So I know
You
we were
know,
talking beforehand. So I know you told me that you and him had known each other for years before y'all even got
for ten
married.
over 10 years. Yes, since teenagers. Yes, we did. We were best friends actually.
Wow. See
Yeah,
y'all,
we were
look,
best friends.
it's something about these best friends. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. We were best friends for a
crazy because
long time, for
yeah, and
many,
it's
many
crazy
years.
that it's not the ones that are just random people. These are people that you consider best friends or that you've known for years who are doing things like this. That's crazy.
Yes, yes, yep. But he did come back. My oldest son is 10. I seen him like when my youngest son was 1. He came back to apologize, and that was the last time I seen him.
Okay. Well, how did
Yeah,
that
but
go? Did the apology have any effect on you? Like,
it,
or
it made me
did it make it worse or better, or how did that go?
it made me scared because I have little children. So if you do that to me, and there's no telling what you might do to my children. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was real nervous. I was real nervous, just thinking wild stuff like, what if he pick up my baby and then put his blood in his mouth or something like that? I was just thinking weird like that.
Right. Yeah.
Being HIV positive it has caused me anxiety. It has caused me a lot of anxiety. So, and I just want to tell everybody, I don't care, even if it is your husband, make sure y'all going to the doctor to get tested on a regular to be for sure, because there's people out here that's not truthful. And if that guy didn't walk in my path, well, who knows if I would have got sick a month later or not, and then I would have been
Right.
one of the people walking around HIV positive, not knowing that I am, and not getting treatment early as I did.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, so
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
So I know you have kids. So did you have kids? I know you said that was like your first marriage. So you've had
right,
kids after the fact, after your diagnosis,
yes,
and I know you
yes,
were married. So
yes,
how did you deal with the whole remarrying part? Because I know I went through that too. Um, how was that with meeting somebody? Did they know? Did you have to disclose to them? Like, how did that happen?
yes.
And
Yes, I disclose before I sleep with anybody. Before we get in a relationship, dating, or anything, I disclose. So it went well. With my second marriage is my third marriage. I married the same person two times, and he have even
okay,
yeah, but he had even said little things like to me like, oh, my people told me not to marry you because you got that stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, that's but like as far as dating, it's somewhat, it's in the middle. But
It's
now
like a
I'm
challenge
open.
sometimes.
So
Yeah.
no, it's not challenging because a lot for the people that has education about HIV.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I really love. And I think that's what I think pushes me to continue educating and talking about it, because I feel like the more people that know about it, the less
Mm-hmm.
stigma, the less like crazy looks you get and all
Yep.
that stuff. Because now it's like if you tell somebody, "Oh, I'm HIV positive," if because they're educated, they're not looking at you crazy or looking at you like something wrong with you. They
Right.
understand and they know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Some people. Right. Yep.
Yeah. But that's
So
crazy. His family was like, "Don't marry her." But that means he would have had to have told his family, or how did his family even know? Like,
yeah,
you
probably he
know,
probably
because sometimes I feel like some stuff need to just be kept between me and you.
right.
Why your fans, you know?
Right. Well, we got into an argument one time and that came out. So
Oh, he was one of them, child.
one of them. So it's never really comfortable. That's not a comfortable marriage to be.
Yeah,
But yeah, I had 3 children after my diagnosis. They all are HIV negative, and so was their father. Yep.
that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. So anything else you want to add? Or I know you've been doing some stuff. So let's talk about the things that you have been doing since you have taken this journey to just being open and being free about your status. What are some of the things that you have done?
Well, right now I'm in school training. Yeah. I'm in school training to be a HIV advocate. I graduated in October. I opened up a couple of businesses. I have a carpet cleaning here. Um, I wasn't able to make Texas because my daughter. I was supposed to go to one of the biggest conferences, and I wasn't able to make it because of my daughter. But I'm going to one in September or October. I think it's October. So
Okay. Is that the one in Washington, D.C.?
yes,
The
yes, it,
USCHA. Yeah.
yeah, it's getting there. But the biggest thing that I have done is I'm in school to be. That's very exciting. In school to be an HIV advocate.
Oh, the phone went out. Oh, there we go.
No, thank you
Well,
so
that's
much. I
yeah, and I'm
appreciate it.
so I'm like I can't express keep I just got to keep saying how proud I am, because like just you know, with me I was kind of, I want to go. I'm not gonna say I was thrown into it, but I kind of was. You know, I wasn't really given a real option of being public or not with my status. But with you, you know, you have taken the initiative and you've chosen to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm living with this virus, but I still want to be open. I want to talk about it. I want other people to know that this is something that they need to know about. You know, so
Yes, it definitely is. I don't care how much they say they love you. They clean. I ain't got nothing, baby. No, no. Make sure y'all go to the doctor together. And I know, like in your situation, sometimes in some states, the doctor won't even tell you. I don't know if they passed that law or whatever that they have to tell you, but some can't tell you. So
yeah, yeah,
go to a state
and
that will.
really they can't. Yeah, and there is so with the HIPAA laws. Yeah, with HIPAA law and privacy, the only way doctors can tell you is if you are on the third party consent form for your partner. That's really the only way they can even mention it to you or talk to you about it. If your partner is not giving a doctor consent, then they can't say anything. Yeah.
Even they can't even tell you that your partner not giving consent. They can't tell you, well, we can't tell you because your partner not giving consent. Are they just gonna tell you we just
No,
can't?
they can tell. No, they will tell you. They'll say like, "Well, we can't give you that information because you're not, you know, a person. You're not on their records as a person to get their information." But then that's
Okay.
a conversation you have to have with your partner and say, listen, if we married, I mean, of course, if you married, then you need to be on each other's consent forms. But a lot of times when people are just in relationships, they're not going to do that because, relationships can end in a blink of an eye. So it's like now
Right.
you
So
got this
get
person
married.
on your medical records that you're not married to. And so most times when it's relationships, you're not gonna get that. But marriage, I say for sure, in a marriage, if your husband or wife does not have you on their medical records, no matter what doctor it is, that you can call in and do stuff for them or ask questions, you need to be on it. Look, I told you this little girl was gonna wake up.
Oh, got out. Tyler. Oh, I remember when she was
I
a
know.
little
Now
baby.
she
That's how
off.
long I've been playing.
Yes, yes.
A long time.
Yeah,
I said, now I don't have to get drunk. I don't have to go and get drunk to tell somebody I want to date my status. I can tell them sober. I don't
yeah,
have to do those things because I'm still human. I'm still
right.
human, and the thing that really helps me is the undetectable equals untransmittable. You equals you. So
Yeah,
we can't pass the virus as long as we undetectable. We taking our medication.
right. So what caused you to say, you know what? I gotta go sober. I gotta stop doing the stuff I'm doing. I gotta stop, using this different things as coping mechanisms. And I gotta, like, did you just say, you know what, I'm gonna go cold turkey, or was it a process? Because a lot of people do that. At one point I did it. I was drinking my behind off because I felt like the drinking was helping me, when in reality it was doing more harm than good. So
Right.
what prompted you to like go ahead and do that?
The reason why is because it's like when I'm drinking and using, I turn into a different person. That's not who I really am. If so, I just stop. I stop for my children, and I stop because I've been doing it. Like I've been doing it to brush that I'm HIV positive, to put that, like to put it up underneath the rug.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I had to stop for it. Thank God. My number, it never me using or anything. It never affected my numbers or nothing. Thank God. But that's another thing that I was scared of, and I'm like, okay, like God just keep giving me all these chances. Every time I'm going to the doctor, my numbers and stuff are still good. He
Right.
put it right in front of me. Yeah, so I just stopped cold turkey last April. I still drink
Yes.
a little wine every now and then, but cocaine, any of that, April of last year. And now this is
Well,
March.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
last.
I'm proud of you for doing that. Look, this allergy season,
Oh yes, I know.
she yeah, but I am so proud of you for doing that. Yeah, like with my drinking, I went cold turkey. I was like, you know what? It's New Year's Eve. I'm gonna pop these 2 bottles, and then that's gonna be it. And I've been on that road ever since. Cause like even we went out of town this past weekend, and I was like, should I get something just to unwind? And then I was like, no, I've been doing good.
Yeah.
So you get those moments where you see something like, wonder what that tastes like. No, I don't need to know what it
Mhm.
tastes like.
Right.
But
Think about
yeah, yeah,
the feeling you're gonna have afterwards the next day. I was tired of being hungover too. And mine was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a weekend thing. It was a weekend thing. No, now I got other stuff to do on the weekend. Studying,
Right.
learning more. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, then we could wrap it up. I'm gonna let you get out of here because I know, look, you got busy, you got kids, you just like me, you got kids and everything.
Four of them.
So how does so I know you have older kids, like, where they're old enough to understand. So I know they hear you talk about
Right.
this now. how do you think it's affecting them? Are they like, oh, mom's like now she's like this superhero, she's doing this stuff? Do you feel like that's how they're looking at it, or are they a little like still like apprehensive about it? Like, what are you seeing
My
as far as
14,
with your kid?
yeah, my 14-year-old, yeah, but the first statement you made, that's my youngest three. My 10, my 8, and my 6-year-old. They like, oh, mom, some superhero or whatever. My oldest daughter, she's coming around slowly. She's 14. She's coming around slowly. I know I
Okay,
can't
yeah,
force her
that's
to be, but I would love for her to. Even still that she's HIV negative, I still would love for her to follow me down this path.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because 14, so she's in what,
For
ninth grade,
She's
10th
14
grade?
years. Yup. Yeah, she graduating
Yeah,
tomorrow. She
so
won't be able to walk across the stage. She want to put on heels, but you
nah.
just had a surgery.
Liz, tell my baby that she cannot be putting them heels on yet. She got to wait. She got to wait. Look, get her some little
Right.
kitten heels, the little teeny ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she got. Yeah. But
Well,
thank you so
that's
much.
good. But I think, yeah, she probably will come around. And honestly, it's one of those things where the older kids, they'll look at it like, well, if my friends find out, they might bully, they might say something, and I don't want to have to fight about my mama, that's where I think a lot of the
Hmm.
older kids get at. But you're learning things, and you're stepping into this world, and I feel like me knowing the type of person you are, that you are going to be able to handle this, and she's going to come around, and she's going to be she's going to be the biggest cheerleader you ever had.
Yes. And this is and another reason why. Like I have family members that always told me that this ain't nobody's business. They might be watching, but this is my story, and I feel like that it is somebody's business because if I can help somebody to prevent them and help them take the proper steps and precaution and the signs to look for, then I am. So it is everybody's business.
Right, absolutely. Yep. Y'all heard that. Did
Yeah.
y'all hear that? This is everybody's
Yeah.
business. HIV and AIDS advocacy, STDs, everything all in between is everybody's business. It's not a keep it a secret type of thing, because my story, Shy story, Miss D's story, everybody's story is going to help somebody in some kind of way. So I like that you said that.
Miss Lily is. Yeah,
Yes,
everybody.
everybody, especially especially little child, because that's a long story. That's years
Yes.
of knowledge and
Keep me
years of
going.
information. Right.
Yes.
It's
Keep me
just
going.
so much.
Like y'all have always been my support system, whether y'all know it or not. Always. All I gotta do is go to my phone and look on my phone. Cause y'all been my support system when I was hiding in the dark. That's where the drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol and stuff hiding in the dark. So when I decided that I didn't want to live in the dark no more, that's why I stopped using the stuff too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna always say it. You're gonna be like, oh, she always proud. Yes, I'm gonna always tell you I'm proud of you, because
And proud of you
like
because you
I knew you through that whole what you just said. I knew you through that, and I didn't know a lot of that. So to sit here now and to see that you pushed yourself from that point to now, listen, I can't do nothing but be proud. Um,
thank you. Yeah, because I always
yeah,
still post pictures smiling and stuff like you never know. You never
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I went through a dark it
yeah,
was a darkness diagnosed from so but from 2011 or 2023. So they really I really I really like a because every um, well, you can, but some people are strong enough. That's what people need to understand. That's why people need
yeah,
to and stop looking at people that live with HIV as a disease. It's a virus and
yeah.
it's treatable.
Yeah, well, you guys, I've had it scrolling up across the bottom. If you want to follow Sha-Asia on Facebook, she has an awareness page, and I'm looking at it so I can make sure I say the title right. It's HIV/AIDS awareness. Come talk with Shy Q&A. And the actual link, if you go to facebook.com/stop HIV stigma, stop the hate, you're going to find this page. And I'm going to also take that link and put it in the comments so that you guys can find it as well. But I really appreciate you for coming on here and sharing your story, because someone is going to hear this and they're going to be able to get something out of it. So
Yes.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. All right, stay right there real quick. Don't go nowhere. All right, you guys. So this was another Wednesday here on Lady Bird Live with Facebook. This was our special guest, Sha-Asia. Don't forget, you guys can go and um, follow Shy on her awareness page. She is new to this. She is coming into it. She's learning. So she's going to be starting to share her story more, giving you guys this information. I want you guys to go and support. I'll get the link to her page in the comments for you all. That is it for today. Come back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be talking with Bria Numi, and we're going to be talking about life insurance. You guys been waiting on talking about life insurance, so we're going to talk with her about life insurance and a lot of other things that she does. And so if you have been having questions about life insurance, because remember, GoFundMe is not life insurance, okay? GoFundMe's and Cash Apps are not life insurance policies. We need you guys to get like our grandmas and grandfathers did back in the day. You remember the life insurance man used to come to the house to collect the payment. We need y'all to get back into the swing of things when it comes to life insurance. So I hope to see you guys back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is it for Lady Bird Live here on Facebook. Thank you for Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you were watching on there, I appreciate it. And we are out of here for today. See you later tonight.